So if you're wondering what's up next for my garage, there's a few different things I'm going to be doing. One is to hang up this awesome poster of the new Toyota Supra that I got in a giveaway that Toyota did. Basically, you signed up online and after a few weeks they sent this to you. It's actually a pretty nice size poster. It's like 21 by 26 and it's on a pretty thick, nice sort of paper. So I'm going to get a nice frame for that and hang it up in my garage. That's going to be a pretty neat little touch and it's going to pop on my black wall. Another thing I'm going to do is hang up these really dope Hot Wheels. I got these as a gift from my boy Ashley at work. Shout out to Ashley, check out his YouTube channel. So yeah, these are actually pretty neat and it was well thought out for him to do because I have a Camaro and I have a Miata. So it's going to be really cool to hang that up in my garage next to the actual cars. And these are really colorful too, so they're going to pop really well against my black wall. Right here in this space by the door, I'm going to be putting in my tool table. It's about 4 feet wide, so that space is actually just wide enough that I can fit it and maybe have an inch of clearance on either side. That's the one that I mentioned in my other video that I have the 3D printer on top of. I've also got a computer for managing all of that, and directly above that is actually where I'm going to be hanging my Supra poster and my Hot Wheels. Basically the space right here, directly above that, you're going to see the Supra frame and you're going to see the Hot Wheels. I'm wondering if I should do something about that breaker box so it's not visible, but I mean painting it black made it pretty visible for, you know, my taste, for what I need. Another project I'm going to be undertaking here in the garage is to run electrical for my machines, and here I've got 2 new machines actually. So I'm going to take up a new hobby, which is knife making, and as part of that I went ahead and I bought some belt sanders, which are very important in beveling and shaping knives. These 2 were from a yacht carpentry shop. The gentleman who owned it is retiring and closing down the shop, so he listed a whole bunch of his machines for sale, and I got a smoking deal on these 2 Craftsman machines. They're actually the same exact machine. It's just the one on the left he converted into a horizontal unit, and that's actually pretty sweet because then I can bevel and shape from different angles and sides. Plus, he gave me a bunch of woodworking belts, which I can use to shape handles and various woodworking projects that I'm doing. Obviously, to do the metal shaping, I'm going to be using different belts than the ones that are on there, but the machines themselves are more than enough to do whatever you do. So if you watched my original video, you know there was like a mirror in the space. I'm going to fill up a large portion of the space with a pegboard. I'm going to take a pegboard, I'm going to paint it black so that it pops against the white wall, and I'm just going to hang up a whole bunch of my tools there. And that's going to be pretty useful for me because I have a ton of tools. I have a ton of random bolts and you know, electrical connectors and things like that. So it'll be very cool to organize that up on a wall on a pegboard. If you look at the other side, I can actually put a large pegboard on that wall as well. And then eventually, you know, transition those 2 machines over to the other side, and the electrical that I'm going to set up here for them in the meantime is just going to be there to serve for whatever other purposes I want to have it for, really. I can connect my pressure washer when I'm working on washing my cars out front, things like that. Gotta say, I love how the shiny new metal tracks pop against the white painted brackets, which I painted with house paint, which I hate, but whatever, I sprayed it and it looks so much better than they used to because now they're at least uniformly white. The final big piece of the puzzle, at least within the next few weeks, is going to be the removal of this massive water heater tank. And I'm going to be replacing it with a tankless wall-mounted unit. That should be an amazing upgrade in here because that thing is huge. It takes up a lot of space. I mean, it's got to be like 5 feet tall. It's at least like, I don't know, 2.5, maybe 3 feet in diameter. I want to say 2.5, but either way, it's massive. It's taking up way too much space in here, so I'll be glad to have something wall mounted so that I can maybe shift those machines over, have more room. Eventually, like I mentioned, the machines themselves, my washing machines, I'm going to take them out of here into another space, and this will just become a complete, you know, workspace area. I want to take advantage of the water connections and the drain that are there so that I can set up a sink there. I'm also thinking about placing maybe like a rack or building some cabinets and putting a bunch of tools up there, and just generally taking good advantage of that space. And I'd love to have my drill press, my bandsaw, and even my belt sanders all along this wall, so that then I don't have anything along the length of the garage, and I can actually fit 2 cars in here if I need to. Another thing I got going on is an install for a sprinkler pump and a few other components that go to that, like a timer and a sediment filter. I know that's not part of a garage, nor will this stuff be going inside of my garage. It's actually on the wall on the opposite side of the garage, or it's actually on the outside of the garage wall. However, no one is going to be impressed by your fancy schmancy garage if, in order to get there, they have to walk by your burnt up, crusty, weed-filled lawn. Or quite possibly, they might just be less impressed because they're so focused on hating on your lawn. So I want my lawn to be the best in the neighborhood, and to that end, I've got a Gould's GT15 sprinkler pump. I've got a new timer and sediment filter, like I said. I've got some new piping that I'm going to be running, and hopefully I can have the awesome lawn that I've wanted finally, because unfortunately the previous owner, I don't know if they fried the previous sprinkler pump. Maybe it was just, 25 years old or whatever, and it went. And so he hooked up so that the city water is what's feeding the sprinkler system. And that's all fine and dandy, except who wants to pay a massive water bill to irrigate their lawn, especially in Florida, where we can just get irrigation water from our well. This house has a well line, so I'm just going to connect into my well line and irrigate using the well.